Shalom, Kal Halayimala, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha HaKodash. Double honors to my apostles, a great millstone who taught me this truth. And shalom to the 144,000 and the elect. I'm Za'im, and this is another video entitled Microchip Implants, a New Frontier in Human Enhancement. I was reading through this article, and the Spirit got on me to do a lesson. And I'm gonna read the article, bring out a few precepts, and that'll be it. And this is to let the sheep know about the RFID chip and the things that it's capable of doing, and to not take the chip because it is the MOTB. Let's get into it. Introduction. In the 21st century, the concept of human enhancement has garnered significant attention, driving the integration of diverse scientific disciplines and propelling implantable devices to the forefront of innovation. See, that's how they push it, saying it's innovative. These technologies act as a bridge between human biological systems and digital platforms. Yeah, merging man with machine, becoming a cyborg, representing a major global shift and profound implications. One of most prominent examples of this trend is subdermal microchip implantation, the RFID chip, which aims to expand human capabilities both physically and informationally. Although microchip implantation is not a novel technology, it has long been utilized in various domains such as animal tracking, medical data storage, and military applications. See, back in the day, when they first started chipping animals, they said they wasn't going to chip humans. But we're going to see what they do with that. They are going to chip humans because that's the mark of the MOTB. Today, however, it is increasingly entering the realm of everyday life, particularly in Western societies. Individuals are opting to implant microchips for a range of purposes, including identity verification, contactless payment, and emergency access to health information. Yeah, that contactless payment and identity verification is the radio frequency identification chip, the MOTB, that they want to implant under your skin so that you can't buy or sell without having the mark. And let's get that. Revelation 13. And we'll start at 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Point. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Let's go to the NLT, see what that reads. He was then permitted to give life to this statue so that it could speak. Then the statue of the beast commanded that anyone refusing to worship it must die. He required everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to be given a mark on their right hand or their forehead, which is the RFID chip, the MOTB, and no one could buy or sell anything without that mark, which was either the name of the beast or the number representing his name. Back to the article. Despite its growing adoption, this technology faces several ethical and societal Challenges. Concerns include privacy risks, unauthorized surveillance. Yeah, they're going to keep track of you with that RFID chip embedded under your skin. Safety and health implications, and the inadequacy of existing legal frameworks to keep pace with rapid technological advancement. Exploring the trend of human enhancement. Enhancing human potential through biohacking. Biohacking refers to a structured process in which individuals experiment with modifying their bodies and behaviors using knowledge, inventions, or technologies from various scientific disciplines with the aim of enhancing physical and mental performance. Yeah, getting that chip and making you a cyborg, man with computer knowledge or things that computers do. You will be able to do when they implement this RFID chip into your brain, or the chip goes into your hand, or the Neuralink can go into your brain. Let's start back at the front. Biohacking refers to a structured process in which individuals experiment with modifying their bodies and behaviors using knowledge, inventions, or technologies from various scientific disciplines with the aim of enhancing physical and mental performance, improving health, and unlocking greater human potential. This practice can be broadly categorized in two approaches: invasive physical interventions, which involve penetrating the body through methods such as injections, implants, surgeries, or genetic modifications, and non-invasive physical interventions, which enhance human capabilities without physical intrusion, including the use of wearable technologies, dietary control, and mental training. Biological interventions for human enhancement. Invasive biohacking methods, those that involve direct physical intervention, can be grouped into four main categories based on the type of biological modification. Subdermal entry involves implanting small devices under the skin, the RFID chips, such as microchips, which are commonly used for identification, access control, and payment systems. They should not buy or sell lest they have the mark. These devices are classified as passive technologies because they do not rely on internal power sources like batteries, instead functioning through external scanners or readers that activate them when needed. 2. Peripheral sensory integration refers to the enhancement of sensory perception through implanting devices designed to augment or expand human capabilities. Examples include cochlear implants that improve hearing, subdermal magnets that vibrate or stimulate nerves in response to nearby magnetic fields. So these implants will help you think better, hear better, see better, but still don't take it. Enabling users to perceive otherwise invisible phenomena and vibration compasses that provide directional feedback through subtle vibrations. Collectively, these technologies work to enhance or introduce entirely new sensory experiences for users. Damn. 3. Central nervous system interfaces. are the most complex and high-risk form of human body intervention compared to others, as it requires surgical procedures to install devices that connect directly with the nervous system. Neuralink, BMI. Examples include, here you go, brain machine interfaces, which use neural stimulators that directly interact with brain tissue or the nervous system to link the brain with external machines or computers. Spinal cord stimulators used to relieve chronic pain or restore certain nervous system functions, such as in patients with partial paralysis, and pacemakers, which regulate the heartbeat. So those with partial paralysis, they will be able to use this BMI Neuralink brain machine interface to be able to move again. Although pacemakers do not connect directly to the brain, the heart is closely linked to the autonomic nervous system, making them a form of physical intervention that affects the central nervous system. Internal biochemical access targets the body's internal biological functions. Examples include implanting devices such as artificial joints or sensors that measure temperature, humidity, blood sugar, or oxygen levels. It also covers genetic modification technologies that influence hormones, enzymatic processes, or DNA such as CRISPR, as well as implanting hormone pellets that regulate internal biochemical systems. Among the four categories of technology discussed, subdermal microchip implants are the most likely to achieve widespread adoption. So they're going to use the RFID chip mostly over the other categories that they explain, like the BMI, the brain machine interface, the Neuralink. That's mostly going to be used in people with paralysis or nervous systems that aren't operating properly. And the BMI is going to go into the nervous system and help them operate properly. This is because they are minimally invasive, do not interfere with the body's critical systems, are small in size, and operate without the need for internal batteries or power sources. They also carry relatively low risk, both in terms of surgical implantation and potential infection, which that's a damn lie, because those who take the MOTB will get a grievous sore. And let's get that, and then we'll come back. Revelation 16:2. And the first went out and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. They also carry relatively low risk, that's a damn lie, both in terms of surgical implantation and potential infection, especially when compared with other technologies that require deeper intervention in critical systems such as the nervous system, biochemical processes, or sensory perception. Subdermal microchip implantation from past to present. What is a subdermal microchip? A microchip implant is a miniature electronic device designed to be embedded into the body of living organisms, including both humans and animals. These devices are extremely small. Those commonly seen for human subdermal implantation are approximately the size of a grain of rice or smaller, typically measuring around 12 millimeters in length and 1 to 2 millimeters in diameter. This compact size allows for insertion beneath the skin through a relatively uncomplicated medical procedure. There's the syringe with the small microchips. They're putting it between the thumb and the forefinger, and there it is, implanted in the skin. Most implanted chips operate using RFID, radio frequency identification. So you're going to be able to buy and sell, and they're going to be able to identify you and track you with this RFID chip or NFC, near field communication technology. These are short-range wireless communication systems that do not require an internal battery. Instead, they receive power from an external reader via electromagnetic waves when brought within a specific proximity. This enables the chip to function without an internal power source, which is a significant advantage for devices intended to remain inside the body for extended periods. Yeah, so once you get this chip, ain't no taking it out. Once you take this chip, that's it. You're done. You're cut off from the Most High. You turned your back on the Most High and you took the mark of the beast. You will not be saved. Ain't no taking it out. Currently, microchip implants are typically manufactured from biocompatible materials such as bioglass or bioceramics to minimize the risk of rejection by the body's immune system. This allows the device to remain in the body for long durations without causing harm. These microchips generally consist of three main components: integrated circuit, responsible for responsible for processing and storing data. So it's going to have all your data on this little RFID chip. Antenna coil, a small coil that functions as an antenna for transmitting signal and reception. So wherever you go, they're going to be able to track you. And 3, memory, used to record various types of data, and they're going to be storing data on you, on that chip, and they're going to be able to access your data. Background of RFID microchip implant technology used in animals. The RFID technology industry developed miniature transponders for implantation in various types of animals during the period of 1986 to 1996. See, they said they was going to use this on animals and they wasn't going to use them on humans. But now, decades later, they're using them on humans. I guess that was the trial run. However, these transponders had a significant limitation. A transponder produced by one company could not be read by a reader from another company. This led to the establishment of the ISO 11784 and ISO 11785 standards, which prompted manufacturers to gradually shift toward producing only microchips that comply with these standards. As a result, a unified global microchip standard was formed. Human RFID chip implantation. The implantation of RFID chips in humans began notably in 1998. When Kevin Warwick, a professor of cybernetics at University of Reading, United Kingdom initiated Project Cyborg. See, they want to merge man with machine. Project Cyborg. In this project, he implanted an RFID chip under the skin of his forearm, enabling him to control electronic devices in the laboratory through bodily movements, for example, unlocking doors or switching lights on and off. This made him the first human to receive an RFID chip implant. From this starting point, the technology of human chip implantation has rapidly evolved throughout the 21st century, particularly in Europe and North America, with applications expanding in medicine, identification verification, and human digital integration. Shalom.